Welcome student. We are going to study a organization of higher plant body and tissue. In this we are going to study the plant tissues. So we already studied the meristematic tissues and simple permanent tissue, and now we are going to study the complex permanent tissue. So the complex tissue. Permanent tissues which contains more than one type of cell is called complex tissue. All the cells in complex tissue function as a single unit. Xylem and phloem are complex tissues which helps in conducting sap and food. So this is the definition of complex tissue. Next we'll see the xylem. The first complex tissue, that is the xylem. Xylem is dead complex permanent tissue. It is also known as wood. It consists of tracheids, vessel xylem, parenchyma, and xylem fiber. It helps in transportation of water and minerals from root to leaves. It also provides mechanical strength to the plant. Next, the components of xylem. There are four components in xylem. First one is tracheid, second one is vessels, third one is xylem parenchyma, and fourth one is xylem fiber. So these are the components of xylem. Next, first component we'll see, that is the tracheid. So here you can see the thicknings of tracheids or different types of tracheids in xylem tissues. So these are elongated tube-like cells with tapering or oblique ends. These are dead cells because they do not have protoplasm. Cells have wide lumen and uniform thick walls due to deposition of lignin. Thickening are various types, that is ring-like, here annular, ring-like, spiral-like, spring-like, helical-like, ladder-like, so ladder-like, scalariform here you can see, and in the form of small circular area, pitted, which may be simple or bordered. So there are different types of thickenings in tracheids. Tracheids are found in pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and dicot. 95% part of wood in gymnosperm and 5% in angiosperm is produced by trachea. Functions. It gives mechanical support to the plant. It conducts water and dissolved minerals from the root to the upper part of the plant. Next, vessels. Next component, that is vessels. These are long cylindrical tube. Here you can see these are long cylindrical tube like cells placed one above the other. They have perforated end walls. Cells are dead with wide lumen and lignified thick walls. Vessels are found in angiosperms. Vessels are angular and rounded in dicot and monocot respectively. Thickenings are of various types like annular, spiral in protoxylem, and reticulate and pitted in metaxylem. During early growth, protoxylem is produced and later on metaxylem is produced. Endar's is condition in which protoxylem is absent towards the pith and metaxylem towards periphery. Example, vessels in stem. Exarch is a condition in which metaxylem is present towards the pith and protoxylem towards the periphery. Example, vessels in roots. They are also present in some pteridophytes like Selaginella and gymnosperms like Netum. Here you can see the vascular bundles. So here consist of protoxylem, metaxylem, protoxylem cavity, common cell xylem. So here tracheid and all. So there are xylem tissues. functions of vessels. It gives mechanical support to the plant. Main function of vessel is to conduct water and dissolve nutrient from roots to the leaves. Tracheates and vessels are also called as hardrome. The next is xylem parenchyma. These are parenchymatous cells associated with xylem. Cells are small and have thin or thick walls made up of cellulose. These are living cells. Functions of xylem parenchyma. It stores food in the form of starch. It helps in lateral and radial conduction of water and sap. The next component is xylem fiber. These are sclerenchymatous cells associated with xylem. They are also called as wood fiber. The next is the phloem. It is a living, complex, permanent tissue. It is also known as a bast. Haberland had named it as lepton. It conducts prepared food material from source to sink. The phloem produced during early development, it is called as protophlloem, and later on metaphloem is produced. It consists of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So these are the component of phloem. So component of phloem: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Then first we'll see the sieve tubes. Sieve tubes are living cells forming the main component of phloem. They are placed one above the other and separated by perforated septa called as sieve plates. Next, perforation of sieve plates helps in connecting protoplasm of adjacent cells. They are living cells with thin cytoplasm. Sieve tubes are associated with companion cells. Sieve tubes does not have nucleus, and it is under the control of nucleus of the companion cells through plasmodesmata. Sieve cells are narrow, elongated with tapering end. They have nucleus and no sieve plates. They have laterally located sieve area. So here you can see the sieve plates, and here sieve tubes are there, even companion cells are there. Then functions we'll see. It is responsible for the transportation of prepared food material from the source. In plants, generally leaves are the source of food production, whereas sink is the part where food transfers. The next, companion cells. These are elongated, thin-walled living cells present adjacent to the sieve tubes. They have dense cytoplasm with nucleus. Companion cells are connected to sieve tube through plasmodesmata or simple pits. Nucleus of companion cells control the activities of sieve tube. Death of companion cells result in death of sieve tubes. Functions. Nucleus of companion cells controls the metabolic activities of sieve tubes. Next, the phloem parenchyma. These parenchymatous living cells associated with phloem. Cells are thin-walled with cytoplasm and nucleus. Next, function of phloem parenchyma. It stores food material and help in lateral conduction. It also stores latex, resins, mucilage, etc. Next, phloem fibers. They are dead sclerenchymatous cells associated with phloem. They are present in secondary phloem and absent in primary phloem. Cells are elongated and with lignified cell walls. They are also known as bast fibers or hard bast. Functions. It gives mechanical strength to the organ. It can be used to make ropes and rough clothes. So this is about the complex tissues, permanent complex tissues, and here we'll stop, and thank you.